Everybody, I'm going to be showing you how to build this vehicle today in Playing Crazy. It's a pretty simple vehicle. It consists of about 40 blocks, and there's not much needed for the tutorial, so you don't need any game passes or any exclusive blocks from like the summer event or the winter event. But anyways, let's get right into it. So first you're going to start off by going to the cog and getting the tiny landing gear. It should be down if you scroll down, and you're going to place them, 4 of them, like this. And if I move this up, you'll be able to see how I've placed it. So it should just look like this. And then you're going to configure the back two so they don't have steering enabled. And this will just make it so it will handle slightly worse, but it won't flip over. So it should be a lot better. Next, you're going to want to go to the block and get some half blocks. And we're going to click on the half wedge. Not half wedge 2 or half block wedge. You're just going to click on half wedge and it should be this one. And then you're going to place it like this on the front. Next, if you scroll down a little bit more, you're going to find the half wedge down. And you're going to place that here. So it should look like this so far, and we can move on to the next step now. You're going to go back to half blocks again, and you're going to click the half block, and then you're going to tilt it and place it on the front like this. So now it should just look like that, and then you can add the windows, which will be like this. You can click the half wedge down again, and we're going to place 2. And then we're going to go to materials in the paintbrush. We're going to select the glass material, which I've already done. You can choose legacy glass if you want, but it looks slightly worse. Anyways, click glass, and then paint these. It should just look like that, and you'll be done. And if your blocks are now glass, what you can do is you click here, and then you can reset it to default. And that will fix your problem. Next, you're going to place a block there, just temporary. You can delete that after you place this one, like that. And you're going to place this one. So it should look like this so far. Next, I'm going to place some of the seats. So we're going to place the pilot seat and the passenger seat. This will be found in the light bulb. Now we're going to move on to the propellers, which is just going to make us be able to drive the car. So you're going to click the engine, and then you're going to find the propellers. And now you're going to place them like this. Be very mindful of how you place them, because this is literally going to decide how the car drives. But I place them like this. And then you're going to configure them. And you don't have to change any of these, you just have to turn on reverse thrust for both of them, like so. Then, if you tilt this, you're going to place another propeller, and then another, like this. And then what you're going to do is you configure them. Now this one, you have to change the keys to increase power E, and decrease power Q. And then you're going to turn on reverse thrust. Now, if you press C, if you're on computer, I don't know if this is possible on mobile, you can copy it, and then you can paste it. On mobile, you just have to copy the exact same thing over from the other one. But yeah, that's the propellers. Now we're going to add some of the finishing touches and add the side panels. So if you go to the wing, and then you click wing panels, you're going to find the wing panel 1x2, which you're going to have to click here. And it should look like that. So now your car should be looking like this all around. It should be perfectly fine. There shouldn't be any like weird blocks. If there is, you can go ahead and delete them. But now we're going to go back to blocks and grab a wedge. And then we're going to get the wedge. I'm going to place one here, and then another one right next to it, so it looks like that. And while we're at this, we can add the roof. So half blocks, find the half wedge down again, and place it like I have. Now your car should look like this, and now all that's left is to add the side panels, the doors, and then a little bit of decoration and stuff to hold the car together. So we're going to want to go to settings, well, the cog, sorry. And we're going to want to place these down. Now, if you want to make this quicker for yourself, you can click this little screwdriver up here. And then change this to right click, which is what you would use to move your camera. If not, just change it to a key you can press so it makes it look, so you can detach it, basically. But make sure it's not WASD or E and Q. You're going to place 3 of them like this. And then the exact same on the other side. So your car should be looking like that. And it should be perfectly fine now. Next thing, we're going to place the signs at the very back. So click the light bulb, go to signs, and get the sign 1x2. Make sure it's a sign, not the text. And you're going to place it like so. Now you can name this whatever you'd like. I personally named it the doohickey. But you can name it whatever. And it should be perfectly good. Now you can place the cameras, which these are needed because the car will fall apart if you don't. If I just spawn it in now, you'll see. Oh, never mind, it's just held itself together, except the roof, see? The roof is just fallen off. So you're going to need the cameras for this. you're going to go to the light bulb, find camera, and then press this and this. You're going to place them here. It should look like that, and then we can place 2 up here. 1 here, and 1 here. Then we're going to go to, well, we're going to stay on the light bulb. Click trapdoor. You don't have to change the keybinds for this unless your disconnectors have toggled to F. But you're going to place them like this, and then rotate it and tilt it, and then you're going to place it like this. And now your car should fully function. So when you spawn it in, if you hold E, this will spin up the propellers. This will make sure you don't tip over, because if I turn off the propellers and then I start driving, the car will do this, which is not what you want. But if we have the propellers on, the car will do this. And that is how you make your very own doohickey.